Hello everybody and welcome back to Theme Park Coastin and another very exciting video on the channel, as today we're over here at our third French park, Walibi Rhône-Alpes, for a very exciting video. And with me today we've got none other than Alan and Derek, my mum and my dad, as we make our way into our first, I would say, proper Walibi park. We've been to Park Asterix recently and it didn't feel very Walibi. For an amazing day, of course today we've got Mystic, something else like that as well. Yeah, and it's just us. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Our first time in this park, experiencing all of those and so much more. But Adam, you wanted to know this park for a while, and so have I. Don't really know what's going on here, you do. But are you excited for today?
Oh, honestly, it's great to finally be here. Yeah, I've known about this park for quite some time now. I wouldn't say as long as like your road park, for instance, but I have known about this park for some time. And it's quite weird to finally be here because obviously, if you don't know, there are three Walibi parks. Obviously, Walibi Rhône-Alpes, Walibi Belgium, and of course, Walibi Holland. And what's weird is our first one's actually the smallest one, which is very much so a family park from what it looks like. However, it does have two standout coasters from what it seems to be, which is of course Mystic, which looks amazing. In my opinion, probably the best ride here so far from looking at videos. And also a Timber looks really good. But yeah, the park in general, this is like a really fun, friendly atmosphere. It just looks really good.
So yeah, we're actually standing outside the car park, so I was getting some videos offloaded earlier on today. And the amount of people coming in, a lot of people, which is normally a good sign, hopefully, unless you're like in a big city, whereas not really any big city here. I mean down the corner you've got Lyon, but I mean, it's very popular already, and compared to the parts we've already done on this European road trip, this is going to be one of our busier days. So throughout today, of course, we'll be giving you many tips and tricks along our way, such as arriving early, because even though the park's not officially open yet, and opens in around 2 minutes, you can get in this big crowd here, you get straight towards your first attraction, you get on such rides as Mystic with a pretty much walk on queue, which is exactly what we're about to do right now. First rides have now been completed, and wow, that was a really good attraction. First looks of it, it looks amazing. I like this whole park, in fact. Welcome into here. Has this lovely vibe, this theming vibe I love about it. It was very nice walking towards that ride. It's one of those rides which I always say that all parks in the world should do. Never try to be like Disney or Universal, because some parks simply just don't have a budget to do that. But what they do is put perfect theming for a budget, and it looks so effective. So for example, we haven't got talking and moving animatronics in the station, or actually no, they do have moving animatronics actually, with little skulls, but it was so effective, it looked like the skull was actually moving. Then of course the theme inside were like wood planks that scattered. I mean, it wasn't expensive, but it was like bottles hanging down from the roof. It was just cheap, but amazing theming, and it really works. It's exactly what I say around parks around the world should do, and this place does it perfectly. It does a lovely vibe. You know, there's a little bridge here. They probably haven't got room for another, but they don't have budget for another ride here. So instead, it's like a lovely bit of nature around here, and that's the sort of thing I love about parks like this, how it does so well. But that ride, brilliant.
So good.
Really good. It was a little bit like hang time over at Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know if you've done that before. I say it's more like a family thrill version, if Knott's Berry Farm hang time was a thrill ride. But you got some serious hang time on that.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Honestly. That was actually much better than I expected. I mean, I expected it to just be a fun ride, maybe more like a family coaster. No, but I actually feel like it's a family thrill, and I think that's mainly because of the restraints. And if you've never been to go to South Trinity before, the restraints
are crazy.
Oh, they're amazing.
I mean, it's a crazy layout. If you had a like, if you had a Smiler at Alton Towers, the crazy layout is just a hardness on. And then with you having not even like a train going by there, with you not even having like a harness on, but having like one of these like little body restraints, of course there's a little gap for your belly to go over. You're gonna like lift to, you feel like you're gonna fall out the whole way round. I mean, it's a scary but amazing feel about it.
And of course you're safe as well. I mean, you're never gonna fall out, but the thing is, it's just so much fun, and that feeling like you made it, it's just so cool. It's just such a fun run. The theme is really good. Also, we did actually get the front row on that, so that first bit, obviously when you came down, you went up into like a little top hat, from what I can most compare it to. And that was so much fun. Obviously, you got a little bit of airtime there, and yeah, the hang time was just so good. Honestly, one of our very close to the track.
Yeah, exactly, I do agree so much so. I mean, it's for a park, as I said earlier, it's a family park, not a thrill. But if you go to like one of Walibi Holland or somewhere, you'll be spending a bit more than that.
Yeah, Untamed, Lost Gravity.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's like I said before, a park which is home to many great family attractions. It's just a perfect one to build up to, experience, and for us who love family parks, we love the atmosphere of these sort of places. It is an absolutely brilliant attraction. Next up, though, we're continuing our way around the park itself and heading towards our next attraction of the day, which I don't know what it's called. Timber, is it?
Yeah.
Timber, which of course I think it's a wooden coaster. It has to be.
It's our first Gravity Group wooden coaster as well. I mean, we have done 2 retries by Gravity Group now, which is quite rare to be honest. I believe there's only a few out there. But yeah, we've never actually done a gravity group, which is what a lot of people are quite surprised about.
It's our first gravity group.
It is. It's our first official gravity group.
Oh, awesome.
Like, we've done the Timberliner trains, we've been on a reach like Megaphobia. But yeah, we haven't actually done the actual official gravity group with the trip, of course, the track.
So good. That's one of the coolest burger signs ever. That is so well done. And again, that's it's like such good theming for the budget house. It's brilliant.
It just feels so nice, this park. It feels like a really nice family park. I said,
prices are quite a bit. I don't know about it, that's a meal.
I mean, I said to Tom in the Chief Mystic, I was saying that literally Walibi Rhône-Alpes is like the family park of like the Walibi parks. There's Walibi Belgium is like the family thrill park, and then Walibi Holland's like the thrill park. So I can definitely tell that by what I'm walking around, but you know, it just has a really, really nice vibe. It's really good.
Yeah, so next up, we're going towards Timber. I don't even know if the entrance is quite a quick to go from one end of the park to the next. It's been great to see it. We're now make our way to the wooden coaster, our first gravity group wooden coaster, Timber. Timber, and that, as same as the last ride we did, Mystic, is very similar to other rides. I mean, this park basically feels like a mini version of all the parks, and I love this character, a mini version of all the parks we've done elsewhere. I mean, that right there is just like Steel Vengeance, just a kids level of it. It's like, you know, you can imagine...
Very, very tame Steel Vengeance.
Yeah, very tame Steel Vengeance, but again, a kids version. You know that park, I'm trying to think of a name of it, the one that has like, the Jersey Devil and Jersey Devil Jr., is that it?
Oh, this is Great Vengeance.
Yeah.
Is that?
I know one has a Jersey...
That's Jersey Devil.
One has a Jersey Devil Jr., like a same name, but just a junior version of that ride. Yeah, it feels like that, but these are miniature versions of rides. That ride felt like Steel Vengeance Jr. That is exactly what I'd imagine from that sort of ride out there. It's got some great air time, it's very smooth, it's very enjoyable, and unlike this one right now, it's got a very short queue. Yeah, well, not anymore, hasn't, but it's not, it didn't realise.
It's not worth it though. No,
that's not worth it. We're going to do that on next, but no. But yeah, that ride there, the wooden coaster, it's really good. One of my favourite soundbar things, it's just an enjoyable ride. Didn't really agree with taking bags on the ride, because I had my camera case down. I remember that first time we got the FOMO again for some reason, I don't know how, but it came, the bag started flying up, I'm like, no, I'm holding this. So half the ride, I was clinging on for dear life to that bag. But no, I really enjoyed that. It was a fantastic wooden coaster, great for families, and even though it has got a very, very small tray, I still think I managed to get it through really quickly. And yeah, very impressive.
You're right, it's just so much fun. Like, I've had a lot of those gravity groups because obviously you've got like, the large ones at Hades 360, of course as well, the world famous The Voyage or Holiday World. But then you've got ones like this which are a little bit smaller and like with the Warwick Quasi and stuff like that in the US obviously. These are a lot smaller, but I've heard that the smaller ones are actually really good fun as well. I've got to say that was just really good fun. Like, I enjoyed that. And obviously the airtime is not as strong as you'd find on like an RMC, obviously a hybrid coach or something like that. But nevertheless, it was just like a really fun ride. I enjoyed it. It's good.
Yeah, very, very good attraction. I'm still going to throw Mystic in that one, however. I think it's definitely a stand-up ride here, but that's not far off second, I've got to say. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to change our second or third rides on it, but it's not like there's one main ride. That's definitely the second main ride over here at the park. So, very impressive. That next up, I think we should do that one. Might as well, yeah. It's nice.
It's got that pass as well. It's one of the only boomerangs in the world that's actually got that.
Oh yeah, I said it's some really big rides over here. So I look forward to doing that one. I mean, it's a boomerang coaster, so nothing to scream over. But if you haven't done one of these before, a little bit unique because unlike your common coaster, well here, probably is your common coaster because you're Mystic. But unlike the common coaster, you go backwards on it. Go backwards through a loop, as well as I'm going to say cobra roll there. So it's not too bad. Hopefully the queue's not going to be too long because it's starting to get a lot busier this park. We were in a queue for Timber. We just saw all of the cars start piling in. So I think we're going to have to go, you know what, we're going to stick to some queues, I say, because otherwise it's going to be busy. 7 to 8 o'clock out of this park. It's not too much of an issue, but I'd say we just go ahead and do it, Adam. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Okay, next up, we have got Generator. Let's make some electric waves as we head on this next ride. What an amazing boomerang coaster is that. A little bit different than the others because, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but unlike the other ones that we've done at other parks around the world, it has lap bar restraints.
It does, yeah.
And it's very different, very different experience in fact. I mean, you never really need restraints. Well, you do need restraints in the coaster just for safe, but you actually, if you have restraints, the majority of coasters you'll probably be okay. Because you'll normally stick to the back of your seat as you go around the track because of all the force and everything. That's why some rides around this world, like the Enterprise rides, kind of have no seat belts and you've got upside down because of that. But at the same time, it's nice of restraints obviously, it makes you a lot safer.
Yeah.
And those restraints there are really, really good because even though you never really touch them, they are metal, so if you do, it hurts a little bit. You have some really nice handles on it. It's very, very secure, and you don't get your head bashing from side to side on the restraints, and it actually makes that ride a lot more enjoyable. So if all parts around the world get those restraints, I'd be more likely to go a lot more of those. Right now, though, looking around the park, and you see the new boomerang coaster, just did that one. You can see the new single rail coaster coming over soon, which looks very, very cool. We're also passing by Alcatraz as well. Funny enough, we actually went into Alcatraz a few years back, so obviously as a visitor.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, if anyone didn't know.
Don't get the wrong idea.
Yeah, but this is a little bit similar, but we're making our way down towards the Rapids ride. We kind of looked for it because we don't really know where it is, but is that around there? No, it can't be around there.
There's a coaster up there.
There's a coaster up there, but we have no idea where the Rapids are, so we're looking around right now. Of course, you can tell it's very, very nice weather today. We're kind of in the Alps, it's actually clarified southern France this bit is.
Yeah, I mean literally just.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you look at it and you go, yes, it's not southern France, but theoretically it is clarified, so it does feel like we've got a bit of a heat from there over here today in the summer holidays. Yeah. Nevertheless, seeing all the water rides, seeing all the water effects, there's also a log flume and a rapids today, and of course, first off, we got rapids, but yeah.
And something else to point out quickly.
I would mention it, but
next year they are putting a single rail.
Yeah,
oh my god, it looks amazing. And honestly, it's like an intimate single rail. And if you know Big Dipper in Sydney, Australia, yeah, this is essentially pretty much the same ride. It's a little bit different, like the track, like the layout and everything, but for the most part,
too wet in there.
And honestly, it looks so good. I mean, it's a shame we're missing it on this trip, but we thought, you know, we're not going to miss out this part because, yeah, it's quite a hard part to get to, and considering we were sort of on the way. Actually, we did Switzerland yesterday, so a bit of sightseeing as well. So we thought we might as well pop in this park, and even next year, when the surface, we'll probably be
I think it looks, I really like it. I like this area as well, France. Very nice area of France this bit is, so.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably fly in next year to an airport or something, because it's a long way to drive.
Yeah, it's just say we've been in a lot of driving, and tomorrow we're driving like 10 or so hours to get back home, so that's brilliant. But right now, it's been enjoying today. And we're heading on the next ride, the Rapids ride, which is just down here. Just take a look at this. You can smell the chlorine, you can smell it so nice, it is amazing. Love the look of it, I love the smell. But next up, as we finally say now, we got the Rapids ride.
Yeah, and then the Walibi
Nothing beats the Rapids on a nice warm day, and there's no doubt that today is definitely that nice warm day. The Rapids, however, got a 40-minute queue, and I think it was partly because of the day, but it wasn't that long, I would say. It was very nice. Again, there's no like big theming past towards. I think it just used the nature more, a bit like Fair Summerland does. Yeah. But it was really good fun. I really enjoyed that.
It was, yeah, as you said, like, I pretty much compared to like fair rafting over in Coastin, Denmark, but like it was just really nice. There's nothing.
I still really know Joe's music gets me.
I know, I mean, they're actually playing the Plan Ghost soundtrack this morning as well, which is quite weird. Yeah. Which is obviously a theme park game, but yeah. No, I'd say it's good Rapids, it's just not the best, and to be honest, I'd say it was probably one of the weaker ones I've done. However, because of the trees around it, it did obviously push up our rankings a little bit. Yeah. Because it had some nice scenery, and even though there wasn't much theming, it did also have a little tunnel in there as well. But yeah, it was fun, just didn't get too wet. Probably as wet as I'd like, to be honest.
Exactly, yeah. And on these sort of days, of course, it's lovely hot still. I don't know if it's common in sort of part of France. Yeah, I mean it's still, I know it is geographically southern France, but it's in the Alps part of southern France.
Eastern France.
Yeah, you're literally next to the Alps. I mean, when you're on some of the rides, you can go and see all the mountains in the background. So nice. There's like Mont Blanc, so like that, I think you probably see over the distance. So it's definitely in the colder end of that. So I had to, during the winter time, it's a perfect level of wetness that ride to experience. Similar to Joe, you know, it seems to like their food over here. I mean, never get these little kids at home. I mean, me and you over there just love to eat these parks, and I love to eat. I mean, I'm a huge fan of eating, but yeah, we really enjoy it. I mean, these sort of things that people enjoy, and I guess very nice over here. Everyone has something they enjoy as well, and even tonight, one of these players are really well done. Everything around this area is so well done, so nice, and all around and amazing. I think even if we don't get down to many rides as we initially hope we're going to do today because of the busyness, I think it's so amazing to over here at the park, and it's just walking around here these nice vibes because the heat is lovely. I mean, I'm loving this right now. But we're now making our way over towards the shops, followed by, of course, a bit of food like everyone else is. So let's go now towards the shops around these parks and see what Walibi, well, no, not Walibi Rhône-Alpes, not Walibi Holland, but Walibi Rhône-Alpes has to offer. Well, I have to say that rides, attractions and theming is not the only thing that this place does well, but food too. We saw the line earlier for that burger restaurant, we were like, that's a long queue for a burger restaurant. And this one here hasn't actually got a much shorter queue, as you walk in. But it was lovely, we were walking around here, we went to the first restaurant, we were like, oh wow, lovely, you had like gammon and chips, steaks, like that. But we started to continue around, we saw some nice chicken places, and then we like went around a bit further. There's even more food, and there's just like everywhere, some really nice quality food. You can have a burger and chips and sausages if you want, or you get a really nice sit-down meal. Has always options, and we love whenever options, because if it's like your local park, or like now, we've had quite starchy food for the last, I don't know, few days. So it's nice to have something really decent and really proper when you come over towards the park. But yeah, we had a lovely grilled chicken, half a chicken sort of thing. Really, really nice, really delicious, and really, really lovely. But to let the food go down, we're now going to go Mystic, which is, of course, going to take a day. I mean, the food was so varied. But you know what? Well, Mum and Dad can go and finish off that one. We might as well go on to its attractions.
It's in the same area as well.
Yeah, it's got a short as well from what it seems like anyway. But
even the cat spends up on a lot.
Yeah, particularly even if not, it's going to be a good ride. As next up, we're going to the Voodoo Dolls once more. Well, as you walk on, I'm sure it was earlier, on to Mystic. Just took another ride on the Mystic, and I swear every time we do it, it just gets better. This time I actually get in the middle where we didn't decide. Basically went any twos, and then we're like, yeah, that's us. So we literally went straight to the front of the line, even though we were quite close to the front anyway. We literally just boarded it when we ended the camera. Pretty much went any twos, we don't. So, and we were like, yeah, that's us. We're 2 persons. And so we went on the ride, and it was really, really great. Such an enjoyable attraction. I think it's like thrilling. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is crazy, that element now. I mean, I just can't stress, you got to feel on any other ride like that. I mean, hang time is definitely the closest you can get to that sort of sensation, but that's really cool. I still think I do prefer hang time though. I still think it's like a family thrill. On the American level and European level, no doubt it's a thrill ride. But it's perfect, everything about it. We were just standing in queue line and we were like, there's very few things that we can say negatively about this park right now.
Yeah, it's so nice, like everything's so clean. I'm not sure if you noticed yet, because obviously on the video you made about to see like 360 obviously. When you walk around this 360, you start to realise that even the floor is so clean, and like the transition between the floor, like this bit here is all this colour, but as soon as you get onto that Mystic Plaza,
alright, we're trying to help where to go.
As soon as you go onto that Mystic Plaza, you can probably down here in a minute, it changes colours on the floor, and that shows that you're in the Mystic Plaza, and that really sort of enhances the experience.
Again, and they're not trying to put brickwork perfectly laid down across the floor. They know, I generally have very little I can complain about this park.
Yeah, I mean,
because you look at it again, not Disney, not Universal,
but they know they're not Disney.
But they know that, and that's the thing. The worst thing is when we got parks in our home, which trust me, Milton Keynes, Gulliver's, they've literally done a street like Disney, and it just doesn't work because unless you've got a budget, and even if the budget sometimes doesn't work, it just Disney, Universal, Six Flags, the fair. If you make your own park, however you feel like you can do it best, put the attention to detail in that you think you can do, get the best designer, theming is everything, and then you get a park like this. Literally, I can't. If someone asks me what is the perfect park on a, like, not saying low budget, I keep saying low budget, it's not low budget, of course they put a lot of money into this thing, but on a, what's the best park that you can do? I think this park maximised everything in their potential, and they've done an incredible job. The rides are awesome, like that one there's really cool, it fits into the whole Mystic theme. We even have the seats there, like little fun bits and bobs around for family. It's just, yeah, I really can't complain.
Yeah, also, it's very like distinct themed areas, like you know when you're in the Mystic Plaza, you know when you're out of Mystic Plaza, you know when you're near Timber. Like you know wherever you are, you will know where you are. And that's just really nice to see, because back home we don't usually get that. However, I've got to say, that ride on Mystic, honestly, that coaster is just so much fun. Like, in my opinion, it could be the best coaster race we've been on. Like, I've done like Smiler and then of course Coraggio quite recently. I've got to say, I think that is probably better. I mean, I know it's better than Smiler, but probably better than Coraggio. I'm not sure. I did love the launch on that. So.
Well, I prefer Coraggio personally.
Yeah, it's quite hard, but I think hang time, to be fair, it's got very similar elements to hang time. Hang time on the loop, on the stall, sorry. But also it's got that first drop. It's got.
I think hang time just takes the lead, but again, as I ride it the second time, it's just by a little bit. It's definitely more thrilling, but everything around that ride, from the theming to the ride, to the atmosphere around it, to the soundtrack, to the little animatronic head that crushes the voodoo doll, it's just amazing. So. Don't recommend that, but we're now making our way to our next ride, another water ride. I don't know if it's donkey or not.
I don't think it's worth it.
Did we just do a trade deck over later on?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
We walk on everyone. We'll just walk on here, but just like I said, we go parks as well, and we're quite used to this. Like one of our like local park tickets when we go to like parks 3 or 4, 5 times a week normally it's just leave to the end of the day, some things.
Yeah, it's like there's some rides you've just got to leave, and if you don't leave it, then you're just going to be waiting in a ridiculous.
Yeah, again, there's some times where you have to do something right, like for example, missed it right there, but we never leave to the end of the day because if it broke down, we'd be gutted. But then at the same time, you've got rides like that, which, especially when it's not sunny and everyone else wants to ride it, it will just quieten down a lot. And so if you're coming over here towards this park and you want to do rides, but you're not 100% sure if to do them or not, you just want to, it's like a fun little boat adventure. It's walk on as well, pretty much. So
yeah,
I'll go down here. But yeah, there's certain rides like this where you're not 100% sure you want to do it, just leave to the end of the day, because normally guests leave. No one goes, oh, I'm going to ride to the park at 7:30 when it goes to 8.
Yeah.
So you normally get, everyone who starts to leave, especially if it's a little bit cold, the water rides get empty.
It do, yeah.
And you never get that wet in them anyway, so that's what we're going to do when it's colder. Just don't do what other people do. That's the one thing, don't do what everyone else does. This, however, looks really unique. I love the kind of like natural feel about it, so we can go on this one. We can imagine how we can take you along as well with this one, but yeah, it looks like sort of this very authentic river adventure. A big frog there, yeah, look at that.
It's like a jaguar, or like an elephant, but no one's going to know. It's going to be enough. It starts getting to the point where you're like, it's good work though. Yeah, and this is moving now there, that's moving there. That was it.
Unlike the water area behind me, which I'd do anything to go in mine now, that ride back there has two different experiences. One is when you see all the animals, and the other is like us, where you only see frogs and dragonflies for around 5 minutes. We've just done this jungle cruise style attraction. Apart from the animals are unpredictable, because on a hot day like today, you never really know if you can see them or not. But Adam, I know half it you enjoyed it, half it you're like, what the hell's going on right now? But how did you find that?
I mean, it was fine. Like, it's not the best choice in the world, but I believe it's actually quite new. I could be completely wrong there, but obviously it's part of their new area, which is Exotic Island, I think. It was fun. Like, it was nothing incredible to be honest. I feel like if you saw the animals, it'd be a little bit better. But yeah, it was worth a ride, to be fair, just not incredible.
No, I do agree with you. I mean, it's sort of ride where it's a nice little ride if it's like got a short queue and you don't know what to do on a hot day like this like we did today, where everything's so long and it's like, you know what, it's a nice 5-minute ride, go around, see some animals, and there's stuff like snakes that we saw on it. We saw a very slight snake. I mean, it was like, we probably didn't see it on the camera, but there was like a little splash of water and then there was a snake in that bit there. So it's probably a lot better in person than it was actually when I put the videos in later on. But yeah, it was quite a good ride. Fast near and I still don't know what it is. Is that like a scare me or something? But no, it's not our sort of thing anyway. So, you know, man, I think we're going to go towards, well, it's leading us towards the next coaster really. Unless it's too long of a queue. Yeah, we'll do that. Next up then, we've got one of a very, very long train rides for a caterpillar sort of coaster, but like, not caterpillar, ladybird. That's the one. Next up, we've got our next coaster for the day, that one. Just took a trip through the trees inside of a ladybug, and I mean, you can't say that every day over here at a theme park. That was another very good little ride. Of course, the queue looked really long when we got in it, but in reality, it actually was only one train we had to wait for because the train is so significantly long. But actually, when you do go on that attraction, you're literally wade through in seconds. Yeah. You're on the ride itself. You might have a totally different experience. I mean, if you're for fun, you're going to like a slow and steady experience, a bit more over hills. On the back, you get whipped around. But no matter what experience you have, you're going to have a good time. So if you want them tamest experiences, go on the middle. But good rides, good fun, and definitely the tamest out of the coast over here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a family coaster. It's definitely the family / kiddie coaster at the park. But yeah, it's still pretty good. Like, I know we have some of them back in the UK. And yeah, we have actually, I think we've done all of them in the UK. But yeah, no, it's a good ride. It's just nothing like spectacular. I would definitely recommend doing it if you have the time, and also as well, you get some really good views of that new single.
I know, we've got to go back in next year's video.
I reckon we'll probably
it looks amazing, yeah.
Yeah, maybe for Halloween.
We'll have to work on. I mean, we never actually wanted to do this part massively beforehand, but now we kind of want to go back.
Yeah. I mean, we did look at it back in 2022, but we thought, yeah, we'll push it back to this year. We just didn't really have any time to do it, and then. Well, okay, we might come this year, and then next year obviously do it for the new.
But again, with enough research, you can always find a way to do something. That's the thing. Like we've got parks like Cedar Point, for example, where we were looking for years and to get back there. And we've now found a really good way to buy something in Chicago. So
and Detroit. Actually.
And I mean, yeah, Chicago, Detroit, and driving up is like another half an hour drive. So it's so easy to find a way to do stuff. It just takes a while to find that way to do stuff.
It does, yeah.
And that's the thing. So go to parks like this, you really want to go, you look at this, look around. Of course, next year's vlog we do come back here, or I say when, we do come back here, we'll give you a tip on how we managed to get back here. But of course, there's always the option of driving around 11 or 12 hours from England to go up here like we did today. So, laying that down, try next attraction, which is going to be Woodstock Express. It's got a long queue, but you know what we decided? We've got to do it. The final coaster, it looks well themed, and it is now time to go on to it. It is the Woodstock Express. And after around an hour queue in some pretty hot heat, we finally got onto that Wild Mouse. And to be honest, it's like a Wild Mouse, probably the weakest coaster over here at the park. I mean, the Caterpillar, no, Ladybird coaster is not brilliant by any means, but I'd rather do that again.
I mean, it was alright. Like, again, it's nothing really like you've got to do when you come here. I mean, it's quite a unique coaster though, because I believe it's built by like quite a unique company. And I think I've done another one before actually, down at Final Heading Island.
Yeah, it's just as hot every minute.
UK, but yeah, it's alright. I mean, the drops were quite good fun, but apart from that, I don't think it was anything special, let's be honest.
No, of course, it was a good ride, but you're right. It was rough, as painful, and to be honest, it's not worth a queue, but we did it once. That's what we wanted, that was really good. Right now though, you can hear the noise of a train coming down. And that's funny enough where we're heading right now. So our next attraction of the day is going to be the train. We want to do this all day, and we love trains at parks. Because they're normally a walk on queue, and normally we're a bit busier right now actually. Because the park's doing a video, but they just start contradiction. And while we're here actually, I love how these parks just trust you up the Stephanie track. So of course you know close, but look, no one actually here is doing it. Everyone's waiting up here, being sensible, and then now you get to go across the track. That's the thing. When they trust you, you normally more say than other parks, but right now we are making our way over towards our next attraction, which is going to be the Walibi Rhône-Alpes Express.
It's quite a neat park to walk around on. It's kind of a circle, isn't it?
Choo-choo, we have just taken a ride on the express train, and I still don't know the names, and for that I do apologise guys. However, that train was, I would say, okay as far as train goes. It was quite nice to sit two people and actually face inwards to one another, which you never normally get to do on trains.
Yeah, it was quite nice.
But the layout itself was well done really. You kind of went round basically where the paths go round. So normally in train you might get like a little backstory bit, and of course when you go behind Mystic, which is actually just behind me right now, it's quite cool videos of that. But I like it when it goes a little bit off track and you go a little bit out of the park a little bit, or it's a bit of unique stuff, or going like tunnels and see rides. And I think all parks did do that best.
So it's just the extra bit of feeling on top of just the basic train ride. As you said, the views of Mystic was actually really, really good. And like, you, of course, if you go on there, you're a photographer or you like doing videos, it's a great place to go on, to be fair, because you can get some really unique angles. As yeah, that first drop, but you can't really get like a straight on view of that first drop unless you actually go on the train.
Now, so, of course, you can never guarantee you're going to get people going down it, but of course, if you're on the train, you get to put your legs up for a while, relax, and it's actually quite shaded as well for Sunday day like this.
It's not bad actually, yes. If it's on a hot day, it's definitely worth giving it. It's definitely worth giving it a go. So.
Another ride is worth giving it a go. You kind of put off for a while now since the queue's been getting a little bit longer. Is the log flume. We're going to do it now. We thought, you know what? We're going to go for it. Queues are starting to cross down a little bit. It's currently around, well, it's currently around 4:20-ish.
And Mystic's now like a 5-minute queue. So.
Yeah, so again, it's open to 8. We've been, I don't know yet, but of course, we're making our way to the next attraction right now, which is going through the log flume, and let's hope we get wet for once. I mean, but we're saying that, especially during this part of France where literally yesterday we were like, oh my god, it's so cold, and the mountains opposite us has got snow on the top, and we still want to get wet. How weird is that? I still don't know why paths like this is so busy, and then down at the end of the Mardi Gras it is completely empty. I guess because there's more rides on this end, but what I also don't get, what is an hour fat log thing?
Oh, I don't know how we waited so long for that. The operations in there were literally horrendous.
So slow.
It was. I've done it ever since I started.
I think on this park, and I never thought I'd say this was a problem, but we like to fill the trains. It's like the management go.
I like it, but
I like it, but like management goes, I don't think there's two of us. So the management goes, you've got to fill the trains, every single one. So the boat had like 3 people in it, which normally is fine for a log-in boat. But no, we had to add the last 2 in. So we ran the entire queue before we dispatched the boat going any 2. So in reality, if we just dispatched the boat, we had people in now. I mean, if it's like a 2 after, just chuck them in or whatever. But if it's like one of the rides we continuously dispatch, unlike one, for example, Mystic, where you line up beforehand, just get them on the boat and get them off, because we had an hour queue, which really shouldn't have been that long. I know it was a nice warm day, and you know what, I loved the watering and coldness of that ride, but it was a long way. And I think many rides here, I mean, even like that cool like trainer there with like the Walibi mascot on. I mean, I say it's brilliant, but still, I wouldn't wait that long for that again.
It just, in my opinion, it's not worth an hour wait. But I'd wait, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes for it, but like an hour,
no.
Because I think it's like a clone layout as well. It wasn't even like it was a special layout.
It's quite a good layout, I've got to admit. I mean, it wasn't fast by any means, but I like the little bounce on the first drop.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, it was quite shaky. It was, to be honest, it's actually a little bit rough as well. Like, you sort of hit your like the
I guess, yeah.
But, yeah, it was fun. Like,
Yeah,
it was worth doing.
I mean, I think the water was the only thing they need to improve here.
They do, yeah.
Let's give it anything. I mean, the rapids was great earlier. I mean, the rapids would walk on now. But still, we're going to do a day, maybe on some next attraction. We don't know what it is yet. I mean, it's currently around 5:30, so what we're going to do, I don't know, but when we're going to do it, nor do I know either. So, with that on board, we're into the next attraction. Well, I knew that we were going to do that ride, but I did not know we were going to do that ride right above me right now. While I was in some Disney soundtracks. So that's going to make our way around here. You can really quite faintly hear it right now, but it's cool with Big Thunder Mountain music going in the background.
It does. All the Frontierland soundtracks, and a minute ago I had Indiana Jones on. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit different, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't think that's the best thing, to be honest. And it's quite funny because considering Timber and also Mystic have their own soundtracks, I'm guessing they're probably heading down, like, obviously they're like pretty much the newest attractions, apart from Exotic Island, I think. Which obviously does also have a custom soundtrack. So I think they've maybe done more the custom soundtrack way, but they need to come back to these areas and think, right, yeah, let's do custom soundtracks.
I don't know if they're allowed to or not. I imagine they probably are for like some songs, not others, but I can't imagine an Indiana Jones song be allowed for use.
Yeah, I just can't see how they got away with
They
that.
have like a license to Landers, and I know, but I'm not really into that sort of thing, know about all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, in my eyes, I feel like even if they are allowed a license, it's a song for Disney. People go here, I feel like it's a bit wrong because they get Disney, I have to take it from here.
Yeah,
But maybe it was.
never know.
Maybe they stole it from Walibi Rhône-Alpes. I doubt it, but maybe it did. Oh, they look yeah. But no, I don't know. But that's just my viewpoint on it. I know most people wouldn't even care about that, but for us, it's a bit like don't steal something from Disney. It's Disney's. It's not yours.
But that ride was fun though.
Yeah.
I mean, the moral was decent. It was actually quite long as well.
I thought it was going to be really short at first side. It was very fast. I was like, it's going to be over in like 50 seconds. But actually ended up being quite a long monorail ride, and I think it was very nice. We got in the whole of this like area, like an upwards train. More adventurous than I thought the train was actually, in fact. I thought the train, that's got the whole scene of the ride part of that. You can see the rides around here. You can even see the queue lines, and they are starting to die down a little bit right now. So we're starting to continue our day over as we head to our next attraction, which is going to be Timber. Well, our second ride of the day on here, and I hope it's going to be good as the last. Just finished that amazing wooden coaster and then had us another drink and a snack just behind right there. As even though I don't film it, as you can probably tell, it is hot today, and with this park being not massively prepared for the heat, like in America you'd often get fans or you get sprays, etc. This park hasn't got that, so the best thing we can keep cool down is just for loads of drinks. We kind of have to stop every day, really sit down for like 20 minutes, half an hour, get a drink, get a snack, and then refresh. But But looking at these, it looks quite a cool year as well. I mean, the fire is incredible.
And Mystic looks incredible at night.
Yeah, I would love that one day. But
I mean, we're actually about to do it this trip. But that's the thing. We're very close to actually doing Mystic at night, but I believe that's on Saturday, so we would have had to change the whole trip for that. So we're like, it's not worth it.
We ended up doing it on site. We're pretty much nearing the end of our day anyway. It's currently after, of course, our little sit down. It's currently around half 6, yeah, half 6, nice. And we have until like 9, no 8. He said 9, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, every time we say to Thomas it's 8, he always says it starts at 9, but it doesn't, it is 8.
If anyone said 9 today, I apologise for that, but yeah, if you're in the heat, you've got to go sit down. I mean, no matter how good JAYDEN parks you do. In Florida it's different because lots of rides are indoors. Here, there's 0 indoor rides, there's no air conditioning anyway, even the shop's outdoors, which is lovely in the heat. But also has its cons as well, so.
And I mean, we've now been to like 50 theme parks plus, and we go like 2 or 3 times a week, literally, so. I mean, we're pretty much used to theme parks by now in the heat, because obviously, back in the UK, we still get some hot weather as well. Not at the moment though, but we do usually. So obviously, we're quite used to theme parks now. When you come out here, and this heat just really does affect you. Like, you have to sit down for a couple of minutes. I mean, even if it's just like half an hour, it just really sort of refreshes.
It's lovely as well, and I mean, nothing's that expensive as well. I mean, it's all very nicely done, and whether you're doing again an ice cream like all the exercise is done or whatever, you can just find a way to relax. And it's still part of your day, so you're still taking the most of your day and enjoying it all.
Also, as well, anyone who's been to France before, you'll know this drink called Orangina, and they do sell it outside of France as well. But it's like traditional French drink. I think it's French anyway, and it's incredible. And here they actually sell it, but they actually sell it in like machines. It's so cool. Like,
well, there you go. That's our little food and drink update for today. We're now continuing away road to try our last ride of the day. How long we're going to do this for? No, even if we're going to be eating, we're not here for another hour and a half. So stay tuned, of course. But we're now making our way to the totem as well. Huh?
And they were made to the totem as well.
Oh yeah. We're now going to Mystic. This ride right here for my 3rd time, your 4th time, and hopefully my 1st time on the back.
So
look at it go. And there you go, from our day over at Walibi Rhône-Alpes, and it's been amazing. I mean, coming in here today, we thought it was going to be busy, but also amazing, and I think it's exceeded expectations.
It has.
Everything about the park has been amazing. I mean, I can't give many faults, as I say, add a few more trains, it's a busy park, and probably, actually, we look at the weather just recently, add some more aircon and stuff, because we were saying actually it's one of those parks where, you know, if it's sunny or not. Look at well, we actually went on the coldest day of the week.
Yeah.
So, in fact, it's going to be like 35 degrees later on, like next week sort of time, this week. So, yeah, it's probably best they had some more fans around. That's everything I'm going to say. But I literally, about the park, I cannot doubt a single thing. Even to the point I got some great merchandise, Jules, you got your hands on.
So, I got a Mystic cushion because I thought, you know what, it's going to look pretty good on my bed. However, purple's not really my colour, but you know, I thought I had to get it.
Mystic is your eye, so.
It's Mystic, and I thought, you know, I had to get it because it's just very iconic here at Walibi Rhône-Alpes. And also as well,
you can't leave without Walibi Telly.
No, I thought I had to get them. I mean, I know we'll be back. I know we'll be back one day, and also go to the other 2 Walibi parks. But I thought I had to get them.
Exactly. I mean, this park.
It's really good quality as well. I just want to point these out. This is like really, really good quality, and it's insane how. I'd say this is probably the best quality merchandise on this trip, to be honest. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't doubt this park in any way at all. I think that's I mean, to the point where you get like £8 at Oktoberfest here.
It's insane.
I mean, that's just bonkers.
I mean, yeah, literally to October, you can just return for €8, and it's just literally.
Yeah, €6.
€6. Like, I mean, if we live closer, like, I mean, we'd definitely come back. I mean,
we'd get on the pass. Yeah, I mean, this place has been very. It's just. Unreal. I think when they had the new attraction, that new single rail, people will start visiting here, and similar to how Fairp has recently took off, I think this park will take off too. It's not easy to get to, but it is brilliant. I think I need a few more rides for thrill seekers out there, because of course they have got some brilliant rides, but when you go to things all the time, there's certain rides, for example Wild Mouse, which is just like, I mean, there's some rides we're going to today and we've done them so many times, not going to wear long queue, but if they have some unique rides, I mean, unlike some parts, if they expand it, there's no areas I'll go, oh, get rid of that. It's just, every area is good. Yeah, every area is brilliant. And I think the only way for them to go forward is expand it, because any area, they turn around and go, we're removing that area, we're like, oh, it's a good area. Where some parks have areas which aren't so great.
Exactly, and that's the thing, like this park here, it's like, as you just said, every single area is like really well done. And I believe over the last like 10 years or so, they've really been starting to update the areas, such as the Mystic area, and also as well open the Timber, and of course the new exotic island. But yeah, they just seem to be updating everything, and even in general, just the park atmosphere. Obviously, this was our first ever visit here, so we can't really say how it was like back a couple of years ago, whatever. I'm sure we'll come back to this park, as yeah, that new Cinderella is pretty insane. But overall, it's a great park, honestly. Like, I know a lot of people actually visit Walibi Belgium, of course Walibi Holland as well, don't actually make it here. But yeah, honestly, it's definitely worth the visit. I know it is a long drive, it's a hell of a long drive, especially from Walibi Holland, but it's just well worth it, especially as well, you're not far from your road park from it. It's about a 4 or 5 hour drive maybe, which you could definitely do in a day, or even in the evening and in the morning, to be fair. So it's a really good park. Maybe it doesn't have a standout coaster at the moment, even though it's amazing. But I'm sure when that new Cinderella comes in, it's going to be one of the best coasters in the world.
Yeah, and to be honest, I was looking at this park, and we were actually going about like Fairs on our trip still, and we were going, those two parks are brilliant, absolutely brilliant parks, and we were like, there's no park which you know we could beat it. And to be honest, this doesn't beat it, but it's an equivalent to it. I think Fairup is like the perfect forest park in Denmark. It's brilliant. You've got Tripsdrill, I think it's the perfect countryside sort of park with vineyards like this, and this is the perfect mountain park. And I'm saying mountain park, probably Church was more of a mountain park, and this one's more of a holiday park. Because we were walking around there, we could be in Spain right now.
Yeah,
obviously the weather helped, but the rides and the water areas and the smell of chlorine going around, and this really lovely like sort of summer holiday vibe, which I've never actually experienced at a theme park before. And even today down here, little picnic areas, it's not inside in the park, but you could dip out and go and have a little picnic, a little play around in the evening. I think obviously maybe a camp out here as well, but yeah, look at that, brilliant. We always open the windows because it's pretty hot outside, but yeah, brilliant day, highly recommend it.
Well,
and is that it? Have you guys enjoyed the day?
Really nice, yeah, it felt like a really good, fun local, it's one of those parks you'd love to be your local park.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing if it was your local park.
I mean, even the drive in it, you'd go have a view there.
Oh,
it's just brilliant, yeah.
And like, especially when you come up as well, you can see Mystic just off to like the left, right hand side, obviously, and it just lets you go. And I think we're going to do that now, actually.
Yeah, we actually are going down here now, so yeah, it is amazing. It's just incredible. Again, the van views you get from top of Mystic are brilliant.
And the shot tower as well, actually.
And the shot tower.
On the shot tower.
You did the shot tower.
I mean, that was incredible. I didn't really review it, but
I did a spinning ride as well.
Yeah, and we did the teacups, and they were insane.
They were insane, but this is a quick look at this view. And with that all said, I'm going to end outside this phenomenal view right now, because that is it for me, Tom Derek from Theme Park Coastin, and the Mystic goes behind me right now. I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye bye.